Hello, I'm Matthew Malcolm with American Vineyard Magazine, reporting to you here today with Peter Hofherr from St. James Winery in Missouri, also chairman of the Missouri Wine and Grape Board. Wanted to talk with you, get your perspective on the Missouri wine grape industry, what's going on, how this past year went, and what are the prospects for the future of the industry in this state.
Yeah, that's quite a broad question, but it's an exciting time in Missouri. We've got about 425 vineyards in the state, about 1,700 acres of planted grapes, and this last year has been pretty good harvest. We got a little rain right when the whites came in mid to late August, but after that we had a really strong warming trend, so all the reds got completely ripe. So the state has produced some exceptional reds this year. And I know from talking to the vintners around the state that they're really excited about what's going to happen in the barrel. So kind of looking forward to seeing some of those products come out.
All right. Most of our audience here is really familiar with what's going on in California. Mm-hmm. But what is kind of some of the trends and pushes for growers in the state of Missouri?
Yeah, things are really changing. My family at St. James Winery started the winery in '70, and our climate's really changing. So we have a pretty extensive research and development vineyards around the state, and we've been planting a lot of different varietals for our climate, and we have some pretty exciting reds coming out. So that's been a huge change for us. The industry's changing pretty fast. We're up to about 135 wineries now, and doing a lot of research at the University of Missouri as well as Missouri State. And so the whole state's really involved in the industry, and I think that's really what's making the difference for the future.
And one other question for you here. So what makes Missouri wines different from other parts of the nation and the world?
Well, Missouri's kind of the intersection between plains agriculture and deep south and east and west, and so we grow an incredible amount of plant material there, but we also get a lot of the jet stream effects with sudden drops in temperature. So it may go 10 below zero in the winter at times. Wow. And that sort of sorts out the vinifera, and so we have to really look for grapes that can grow in our area. But our industry history goes back before prohibition, where we were one of the top grape and wine producers in the country. And so that history and that heritage has really propelled not only my family, but the Held family at Stonehill and many others to rebuild this industry and to put in the research and development and work at the national level with a lot of the institutions to further the industry. So those grapes, like Norton is our state grape, and and it's got a long history in the country, and we just continue to develop those kind of varietals and try to make them as good as they can be for the climate that we have.
Great. Well, thank you for taking the time. Read more about growing grapes around the nation in American Vineyard Magazine. I'm Matthew Malcolm, CaliforniaAgNet.com.